రుచించి ఆనందిద్దాం తిరుపతి భీమాస్ మసాలా.
రుచించి ఆనందిద్దాం, లోకాన్ని మైమరచి జీవిద్దాం. తిరుపతి భీమాస్ మసాలా.
Good afternoon, I am Rakesh Sharma, presently Chief General Manager of State Bank of India. I started my journey in the bank in 1978 as a probationary officer, and I have passed through the long journey, having had critical assignments to hold, right from the domestic assignments to foreign assignments. Just traversing through the assignments, they have been in credit, HR administration, branch management, and of course the circle management, which is as good as a bank as on date. And while working in corporate finance, I came across lot of big corporates who were in various industries as diverse as aviation to shipping to textiles to steel, and think of any industry that was financed by us. Apart from that, I was in Shanghai where I set up the first Indian bank, that is basically the branch of State Bank of India at Shanghai. It was a long process, a two-stage process which took almost 4.5 years to set up the branch, and it is doing very well as it turned profitable in the very first year. It also helped in the Indo-China trade relations, because being the first Indian bank there, we could give advice and advisory to most of the corporates who were seeking trade relations with China. Also advise them about the pitfalls and also the opportunities available. For example, the trade with China was slightly skewed, that raw materials were only exported from here like cotton, iron ore, and certain metals and minerals, whereas we were importing machinery and other fabricated goods from there of low quality and low cost. So that also affected the CAD which the country is facing as on date. So this needs to be taken into account, and certain measures have to be adopted by the Commerce Ministry to change the pattern of the imports and exports to China. In my present assignment as Circle CGM, I was lucky enough to rub shoulders right from the poorest of poor to the richest of the rich. Like we have a special branch, Kohinoor Banjara branch, which we have replicated in Visakhapatnam also, where people of high net worth can only open account by invitation. That is exclusive club which have the facility of doorstep banking. Whereas in the poorest of poor club, we have set up a business correspondent model in the unbanked villages which have a population of more than 1500 only. There we have started the financial inclusion process through this BC channel, opening of the deposit accounts and also providing a limited overdraft facility for the requirement of the day-to-day consumption needs as well as productive needs. This has brought these people into the mainstream and helped in the financial inclusion. Now we have also become part of the social rollout of direct benefit transfer scheme of the Government of India by opening almost 56 lakh accounts within a span of 3 months, again in various geographies. And out of this, in Andhra Pradesh, we have been entrusted with the task of 5 lead banks, as in 5 lead districts as lead bank. So where the coverage has to be 100%, and we have been able to complete that in record time. Not only that, we have also proceeded with Aadhaar seeding, which will further facilitate the inclusion of the poorest of poor into the mainstream of banking. Another facility which we have initiated is non-home transactions for the migrant laborers, because they converge on the urban conglomerates for seeking jobs and doing sundry work, but they need to remit money back home. So through this non-home transactions model, we have brought them to some extent into financial world by doing remittance through any branch of the State Bank of India to a particular bank or branch where they are having their family accounts in the remote villages. So this type of banking has opened new channels for growth and bringing the people who have been excluded so far into the mainstream of the economy. This has also helped in the growth of service sector, the treasury sector basically, where it cannot be computed into GDP till the data comes in through the banking channel. Apart from that, under corporate social responsibility also we have taken some activities which have contributed to the upliftment of the society. For example, the CSR activity entails, as per corporate policy, that 2% of the profits of the organization have to be spent on the corporate social responsibility activities. We are happy to say that we have almost achieved a budget of 6 crores against a 6 crores target during the last financial year. And among the activities which we undertook, envisaged giving of ambulances to Red Cross Society, to other hospitals, and to certain remote hospitals which were catering to Adivasis in the hamlets of Arakku Valley and Sri Salem forest area. We have also given buses and Tata Wingers, small buses, to schools which are taking care of the challenged children, whether they are hearing impaired or whether they are mentally challenged. So this has gone a long way in educating and making them self-reliant. We have also given hearing aids to them, and as a rollout pan-India basis, the chairman wanted that and we have been able to do it, giving 10 fans to each government aided and poor schools across the state. Similarly, we found that children were having lot of waterborne diseases in these schools. So we provided them AquaGuard and other water filters facilities so that they can have potable and drinkable water in these schools. It will improve their health. Not only that, we have also devised another mechanism, that e-waste management. Most of the computers which had become redundant or obsolete, we have aggregated them in the zonal offices and they are being repaired. And the next rollout would be donating these machines to such government aided schools which cannot afford it, and the computer literacy right from childhood will begin. So this will be another measure of using our waste resources so far in e-waste, which is called computers, printers and other paraphernalia, to productive use by these schools so that they can take the benefit out of it. We have also, through SLBC, State Level Bankers Committee, been associated with the development of the state by integrating our budgets as per the annual credit plan, and we have been able to maximize our agriculture funding, which is the highest in the country, up to 22,000 crores in last fiscal. Our credit deposit ratio itself reflects that, because it is more than 132%. That means we get 100 rupees as deposit and we give 132 rupees of credit in Andhra Pradesh. We have also helped in setting up lot of hospitals by financing them, and they are doing yeoman services under Arogya Shri scheme. So the motive of the banking so far in State Bank and in my long journey has been to use the finances productively for upliftment of the society, making the lives better of the people and taking forward the achievements in every which way which is possible. Thank you.
రుచించి ఆనందిద్దాం తిరుపతి భీమాస్ మసాలా.
రుచించి ఆనందిద్దాం, లోకాన్ని మైమరచి జీవిద్దాం. తిరుపతి భీమాస్ మసాలా.